The sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Hey, dog. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. The sports page brought to you by Don Mealy Chevrolet out there in Claremont. Nobody does trucks like Don Mealy. They are celebrating their 50th anniversary in Central Florida. And right now, you can get 3.9% APR for 60 months on a 2026 Chevy Silverado. How good is that? Chevy, together, let's drive. All right, NBA trade deadline is today, Pat Lynch. There's already been major deals. The Clippers traded James Harden to the Cavs. The Mavericks traded Anthony Davis to the Wizards. The Bulls traded Nick Vucevic to the Celtics. The Hawks yesterday traded Kristaps Porzingis to the Warriors for Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield. The big prize is still out there, of course. Everybody wants to know if anybody's going to win the Giannis sweepstakes today. I don't even know if the Bucks are going to trade him. The Magic, believe it or not, have made a minor deal. You ready for this one?
Yeah, how's the bench going to look different tonight when they take on Brooklyn?
The Magic traded veteran guard Tyus Jones and 2 second-round picks to the Charlotte Hornets for, are you ready for this? Cash considerations.
Cash is having a hell of a season.
Yeah. Tyus Jones, who was a flop with the Magic, they signed him during the offseason. They unloaded him for cash considerations, and the reason they did that is so they can get underneath the luxury tax threshold. So that's the deal that the Magic have made. I don't know that they're going to make any deals today, at least any major moves. They're not going to trade Paolo. They're not going to trade Franz. They're not going to trade Jalen Suggs or Desmond Bane. And quite frankly, there are no other players that have a tremendous amount of value.
No.
I guess you could trade, Jonathan Isaac, guys like Anthony Black. I guess you could get something for them, but I don't know what the Magic are going to do. But they need to. Their only hope is that Franz gets healthy, everybody else remains healthy, and somehow something clicks in the second, after the All-Star break.
Well, we'll see how it goes tonight with the Nets in town.
That's right.
So UCF had a chance to, post another impressive win last night against a powerhouse opponent, but it was not to be.
No, they beat Tech on Saturday at home, but then they went on the road and faced number 8 Houston and got pummeled 79-55. Houston's defense just smothered UCF. Houston shot only 3 of 19 from 3-point range and still won by 24. You want to take a guess what Houston's record is in its last 50 home games?
What is it?
49-1.
Wow. Can't do much better than that, dog. Come on, man.
No. So, that was a tough loss for UCF, but hey, they're still having a really good season.
Hey, they finally ran the Clash last night at Bowman Gray Stadium up in North Carolina.
I didn't see it. What happened?
Oh, it was a weather mess. They had sleet. They had to stop the race for a while. Then they put on wet tires, and Ryan Preece ends up getting a win. I think NASCAR is probably like, all right, let's just get this behind us and get down to Daytona, man, for Speed Weeks.
Right. Hopefully the weather will be nice by the time they get here for Daytona. By the way, sad news in the journalism world. I know a couple of people at the Washington Post sports department. The Washington Post, one of the proud newspapers in the country, shut down their sports department, Lynch. Just shut it down. Shut it down. Is this the Sentinel still has a sports department? I don't know how long.
You, as a radio and newspaper guy, longtime radio and newspaper guy at this point, it's part of the growing pains of the media landscape now, as especially newspapers start to contract. You got to be glad if you're even still publishing at this point.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm going to ride the dinosaur right into the tar pit, I'll tell you that.
Good for you. You should.
So yesterday was National Signing Day. Not that anybody pays attention to National Signing Day anymore when high school football recruits sign because, everybody fills their roster now through the transfer portal. So, but they had a press conference yesterday in Gainesville. Florida Gators head coach John Summerall was asked about the recent trend of college football players suing the NCAA in order to gain extra years of eligibility. We've seen it with Tennessee quarterback Joey Aguilar, Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss.
Well, he's going to be suing now after the NCAA shut down his request, right?
Yeah. So what they do, though, is part of the strategy is they get a temporary injunction from a hometown judge that allows them to compete with the hometown team. So during his press conference yesterday, John Summerall said, he says, quote, "I wasn't planning on sharing this today, but we're going to file a temporary restraining order to see if Tim Tebow can play short yardage and goal line quarterback for us."
Timothy Richard Tebow.
I'd love to see that, by the way. Love to see him make a comeback. Other college football news. Did you see this story yesterday? Do you know what Sportico is? Sportico is a sports business financial website that covers the business of sports.
Okay.
They reported yesterday Florida State, the Seminoles, closed the fiscal year of 2025 with $437 million in athletics-related debt. That's a $200 million increase from last year.
How much of it is football? Did they break it out?
I'm looking at it right here. As a university, as a whole, FSU's university reported $717 million in debt. 71% of that came from athletics. You want to know what the debt increase in athletics has been from 2020 to 2025?
I'm sure
2020 they had $17 million in athletic debt. Now they have $437 million. That's a 2,465% increase over 5 years.
You can't think that that's a unique situation. It's just one that came to light. There's probably a lot of institutions facing that.
It's the biggest public school debt. I mean, the private schools don't have to report it, but this is the biggest among all the public schools in the country. A lot of it has to do with FSU, bonding out to build their, refurbish their stadium, all of this stuff. But the fact of the matter is, they're $450 million in debt.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
Yeah. Hey, Dog, so tomorrow, we're going to make our Super Bowl picks tomorrow.
We will make our Super Bowl picks tomorrow. We need to get Tacos off on a cruise somewhere. We need to get his Super Bowl pick.
He's got Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I'm sure he's got the drink package on the cruise too.
Oh God, that's a separate story. That was anyway. He's going to have, I'm sure, plenty of things to talk about when he gets back on Monday. Anyway, so all right, Dog. So your show again this afternoon, 3:00 on FM 96.9 Game. It's called Game On with his co-host Brandon Kravitz. Check out the Dog there weekday afternoons.
That's right. Come listen to us. By the way, happy birthday to the great Al Cooper with a K, the founder of Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Ride a painted pony, let the spinning wheel spin.
Got a WJRR Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.